Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Shortage of workers is a major issue. Shortage of workers is a major issue. That's not something really talked about. We've talked about the Great Resignation and everything, but how the shortage of workers is really affecting businesses. If you really look out here, a lot of businesses, it's like help wanted. But people are not taking the jobs. And that not only affects the businesses, that affects the overall economy. Let me start with the economy first. If people aren't taking those jobs, they're not making money. If they're not making money, they're not spending that money. Most people, this economy is largely based on how much people are consuming. But they have to have money to consume. That's the key thing. That's the thing we can't get around. They have to have the money to consume. But how are they going to have that if they don't have a job? And see, that's the thing. That's one of the things. Remember, I talked about it. The economy is based on the people. People stop spending money or don't spend money, and then businesses can't make money. They can't grow. Boom. And then let's look at it from another angle. Businesses can't be as efficient if they don't have the workers there. Like one of the things I used to do, I always said I'm real funny about customer service. If I walk in a store or even sometimes a restaurant and I'm not addressed right away or served right away, at least acknowledged, I've walked out. Even if it's something I needed out of a particular store. If I walk in a store, and I do that period, even now I still do that. If I'm not acknowledged enough, I walk out. But the way things are now, they'll have one person like trying to run everything. Like I remember there was a young lady at a local restaurant me and my sons were at, and there was a whole lot of people in there, but she was the only server. And I made sure I blessed her very well. She did a phenomenal job, but that's tough. That's not as efficient. They can't stay on top of it. They're not giving. See, here's the thing. Follow the pattern. Say it is a restaurant. Okay, they have a shortage of workers. The servers, they running all around. They can't serve people as quickly. A lot of people aren't as forgiving about that. They're not as forgiving. They can't be served. They're like, well, I ain't going to eat here again. And then they don't tip well. Boom. That worker don't get the money as much. And then people don't come back to the restaurant. The restaurant might soon go out of business. Because usually a big reason many businesses, particularly brick and mortar businesses, go out of business is customer service. That's one of the things. But it's hard to have customer service and really give attention to customers if you don't have the workers to do it. And then it's also getting stuff out. Now, I've told people I used to work retail. I was working as a lead merchandiser. And one of the things was getting stuff from the truck to the floor. The quicker we got it, the quicker it would sell. But if you don't have as many workers, it doesn't get out as quickly. Stuff isn't done. It takes a few days. And then that's even on a bigger scale. If you look at the supply chain issue, there's a lot of stuff sitting on docks. And the biggest issue is getting it off the docks, but you don't have as many truck drivers. You don't have as many workers. It becomes a problem. You see how it is? And if something's sitting on a dock, well, it can't sell. And then the company that was supposedly selling, maybe the retail or even online, they're not making as much money. Y'all seeing how this works? Y'all seeing how this works? It causes a cascading issue, because remember, if you talk about the economy, you're talking about a holistic system. Something that happens in one place can affect the other. Something that happens in one place can affect the other. Like the supply chain issue. If you don't have the products in the store, you can't sell them, then the company don't make money. If they don't make money, ironically, even needing workers, they might not be able to pay them. And then, depending on where they at, in danger of going out of business. There's plenty of places. But then another issue is the workers. Of course, as I touched on, the workers, if they gotta, in order to make, they gotta spend money. Workers spend what they do with their money. Most of them don't save it, unfortunately. They spend it. But if they not working, they don't have the money to spend at the same places. Y'all see how this works? And then stuff isn't getting done, and some of it is go beyond just some retail, because I'm constantly hearing ads for police, different police and sheriff's departments in my area. Like, oh, we're looking for workers. I'm like, wait a minute. That means they can't be as efficient. Or imagine if it's an apartment complex, they need more maintenance workers. And if it's fairly large, think about it. That's not even an economic thing. That's just annoying to the residents. Shoot, they got that leaky pipe. They might want it fixed sooner. They want it fixed sooner. And then they might say, well, shoot, they're not fixing stuff here. We don't want to spend money here. It's affecting a lot of stuff. Now, I know many workers, ironically, and this is to the bigger issue of like more wages, because I know many workers are saying, well, we want living wages. And one of the tricks is they don't really get a living wage. They think they do, but okay, they're getting 15, they starting 15 an hour. Sounds good. It's like, yay, we march for this and everything. Okay, but milk is $5, bread is $3. So you left with $7. Oh, we ain't even talk about tax. So you really left, so that takes that 15, I'll be fair, that takes it down to 12. Okay, so you left with $4. Wait, don't you want a smartphone? Oh, wait a minute, you gotta put gas in the car. It was like, oh wait, aren't those prices going up? I'm like, man. Oh man, what a scam. No, it's a scam. Yeah, they'll give you the higher wage, but then the prices are raised, so what's the point? Now, if they kept the rent, or the rent's going up $300, because you're in an area where there's no rent control. What a scam. But, well, let's focus back. I just had to go on that tangent. Rom had to go on that little tangent. But let's take it back to the shortage of workers. It has an effect, on so many levels. And I'm going to tell you what, it's more, if they want to fix it, I definitely agree with the higher wage, but something has to be done with the prices. Because even when, I've seen I don't get milk, but I've seen like sometimes they say, oh, the milk's, it's not $4.99 today. You can get it for $4.49. That's still a lot of money. That's still dipping into like that $12 after tax you're getting per hour. So it's just like, oh, man. But anyway, the best way to solve it is to make that money. All right? Make that money. So let's go make that money.